Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you are having a fantastic day. If you're new to the channel, my name is Parker Nirenstein, and this is Vehicle Virgins. Today, I am headed down to Newport Beach for some watch shopping. So as you guys remember, when I hit 1 million subscribers, I wanted to buy myself a present, something that had meaning and represented all the hard work that I've put in. And I'm so thankful to each and every one of you. And I wanted some sort of reminder like that. I know it sounds kind of like Ty Lopez.
Here in my garage, just bought this new Lamborghini here.
That being said, there has been one watch that I have wanted my entire life, and that is made by the manufacturer Audemars Piguet. I'm gonna talk a lot about watches in this video. So if you just want a video all about cars, fast forward to the next one. We'll get right back into it. But I wanted to do a casual lifestyle vlog where I give you some information about watches. And hopefully somebody watching this video will be inspired that if you work hard enough, come up with a creative idea, you can accomplish your dreams.
See if you would call me. I miss you more when you seem too far away. And you can blame it all on me.
All right, now we're set up. I figured we'd go over a little bit of history of Audemars Piguet, almost like a car review for those of you who are interested in watches. Potentially, a ton of you know way more about watches than I do, but for those who don't and want to learn some, here we go. Audemars was created by two guys back in 1875, so before any car company existed. Jules Audemars and Edward Piguet, two Swiss watchmakers who decided to create this company. Audemars Piguet since then has become one of the most prestigious, renowned watch companies in the world. It's actually part of what's called the holy trinity of watches, just like we have the Hyper 5, you know, the LaFerrari, the 918, cars like that. Well, they have that in the watch world as well. There's Audemars Piguet, Patek Philippe, and Vacheron Constantin. Now, Rolex, a lot of people who don't know a ton about watches hold that to be the ultimate watch. And to a degree, they've done an incredible job with marketing. Rolex is the most well-known high-end watch brand in the world, but it's by no means the best. They're more mass-produced and they have gorgeous classic designs, but they don't have the craftsmanship. They don't have the handmade quality that takes months at a time and the precision or the complicated movements that those Holy Trinity watches have. Audemars Piguet has always appealed to me as a brand. The designs of their Royal Oak Offshore collection are just so cool because you can have this dressy watch that you can wear to a business meeting or a formal dinner, and then you can also wear it with jeans and a t-shirt at the same time. So we're going to check out an Audemars Piguet watch that I've wanted for a long time, and I'm thinking, I turned 24 on June 24th, which I have no idea what 24 on 24 means, but a couple people, including Becca, were like, that's your golden birthday. So I'm thinking, might have to do something crazy. Let's roll. Bro, that is not an M car. What is that badge? I like the M Performance side skirt too. Look at that E63 AMG wagon. That thing is savage. Almost in Newport Beach right now. I love this part of Southern California. When I visit Lamborghini Newport Beach to do reviews and stuff, I look around at the water and it is such a spectacular place. Where we're going, the watch shop that I actually bought this Rolex at, Watch Expo, super cool guys. Crazy story. The way I met these people was actually on Fuel Run Monterey. So they had a Ferrari 488 Spider that was tuned to like 900 horsepower, had a crazy exhaust, raced them a bunch of times in the supercharged Huracan. Turns out I noticed one of their watches. You know, I say all the time that you can meet friends through watches. I noticed this guy was wearing a really cool AP, asked him about it. He's like, oh, we actually own a watch store. You should come by sometime. And now it's my second time coming by. Damn it, why did you guys do this to me? Pulling up to the watch store, it's conveniently right next to a Ferrari dealership. Just pulled up to Watch Expo. They told me they have the exact watch I'm looking for in stock, so I'm super pumped. We got the Ferrari dealership over there. Let's head inside.
12 seconds later.
Look at that, that is a dog with goggles on in the back of the motorcycle. That is one of the funniest things I have ever seen. So we are going for a little cruise right now after checking out the watch. Unbelievable, beautiful watch, but it did make me a little nervous. I get this way with big purchases. I want to really mull over it. And I think about things like, have I done adequate research? Have I wanted this long enough to justify it and make sense? And then I want to sit on the idea for a while so that I don't make a bad decision.
2,000 years later.
I am so pumped right now, guys. I thought it through. I ended up getting the watch. I'm starving beyond belief. So I'm gonna go grab some dinner and then I gotta talk about this new bad boy. Just got an awesome dinner at Javier's. I freaking love that place. I don't know why. It's probably due to Lamborghini Newport Beach that hosts a lot of meets that end there, but it seems to be like the Lamborghini spot. So I roll up in my car, I don't see any Lamborghinis, and then after I park, an Aventador drives by, parks, and then eats at the same place. Headed back to my place, and then we're gonna talk about watches. Got a brethren beside us. Check this out. He's about to pass. Oh. Look at this bad boy, guys. That wing on that 350Z, but the best part, not the wrap, that GTR front bumper though. Just got home. That was a long drive, but hopefully you enjoyed some of the cool cinematic B-roll. Let's head inside. Figured we'd start with the box. This is almost like an unboxing video, and unfortunately I'm not as good as Unbox Therapy and people like that, but this is pretty spectacular. Like the quality of box you get with a product like this. I mean, the Rolex box was kind of cool, but this thing is actually made of beautiful wood, and then all of the buttons on it are just this gorgeous metal. Open that up, and inside you've got leather, and this is for holding the watch, for displaying it. This is the band that it comes with, this black band, which I'll probably wear the majority of the time, but a company called Horace Straps, which actually reached out to me, and I've loved their stuff for a long time. Makes these really cool like camo. There's a blue camo one, there's gray camo, and then the ones that aren't camo, they look really cool, and they're actually almost more comfortable, the material, than the actual AP strap is. Pretty crazy. So the watch itself, this is a 44 millimeter, so a lot bigger than your typical Rolexes, which are usually like 41.5 millimeters. I believe that's the size on the Submariner. It's rose gold, and then it has a ceramic bezel. This is called the bezel right here. The thing that's awesome about the ceramic bezels, and a lot of Rolexes have this too, is the material is insanely hard. So if you were to whack it on something, then it's gonna damage the thing you whacked instead of the watch itself. If it's made out of gold, you might dent it. Another thing to note is, despite watches like this being higher end, they don't make them out of 24 karat gold. It's usually 18 karat gold. 24 karat is the purest form of gold, but gold itself is actually really malleable and can dent easily, so it's not ideal for jewelry like timepieces. But this is called the Royal Oak Offshore. The Offshore collection they did, I believe, as a 20-year anniversary of the Royal Oak, which looks similar to this. It's just a little bit smaller, thinner, more dressy. I believe they came out with the Royal Oak collection in 1972. It became insanely popular, and nowadays, pretty much everyone who gets an Audemars Piguet wants either a Royal Oak or a Royal Oak Offshore. This octagonal design just looks so damn classy and cool. Cool thing is, if you click the top button here, it's actually a chronograph, spins around, tells time, and some of these individual smaller dials will actually tell down to the minute, whereas this is the second hand. In general, when you're not using the chronograph, so we'll pause that with this one resets it back to the top. Watch how fast it jumps. Boom. The other one here at the top is the second hand for the watch. So a big thing in the watch world is what movement it has in it. Quartz movements are incredibly popular in more entry-level watches because they tell time very accurately. They run on a battery. You don't have to replace the battery for a long time, and you don't have to wind the watch. But that kind of eliminates the cool factor of a watch. Just like your iPhone tells perfect time. I hear that argument all the time. If you have an iPhone, why would you need a nice watch? Well, that's cool that it tells the time via the internet. But what's even cooler is a watch that'll run for 200 years that uses actual movement in order to keep it running. So you wind the watch originally, and then if you wear this every day, even if you let it sit overnight, it will still run. This pendulum here swings back and forth when you're walking in order to wind the watch and keep it running. What's really cool is on higher end watches like this, it's actually got jewels inside of it. These, I believe, are rubies, and they actually play an important role on the movement and the timekeeping ability. I gotta say, I am like out of words right now. This is such an exciting moment for me. Obviously, I was debating whether I would share this or not on the internet with you guys, but cars and watches do go together very well. I have met some awesome people through watches, like this watch store that I bought this from. The owner of it, I met him on a car rally, and he freaking drives a McLaren 570S that he just tuned, took the cats off so it spits crazy flames. Other people that work there, Cayman GT4, another guy has a Ferrari 488 that's tuned. I mean, it's just freaking awesome. And the passion for watches is similar to their passion for cars, or even high-end speedboats, apparently, that I learned about today. That's a pretty cool sport. A little too dangerous for me, probably. But I also wanted to share this with you guys to just show that if you do stick to something, you come up with an idea, you're creative, but the biggest thing is perseverance. It took me 2 years to hit 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. And the fact that I'm sitting here right now, thanks to all of you guys, and just picked up my absolute dream watch is just unbelievable. So thank you so much. I'm so pumped about this. And if you enjoyed these watch style videos, maybe I'll do a review on the watch. I know you guys did like, or at least some of you, liked the comparison between the real Rolex and the fake Rolex. I actually traded the Rolex in on this so I didn't have to spend as much money. It would be a little more exorbitant if I had both. Didn't want to do that. I don't have a fake version of this, but potentially I could buy one. Or if any subscribers have a fake version of this, it would be kind of cool to do a head-to-head comparison. But if you enjoyed it, leave a like, leave a comment about what you enjoyed on this video. As always, please browse the channel and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you next video.
Gravity.